really like the way you dance. No, I mean it. So I figured we'd try this again. For one thing, if you're going to change your name, why go from a Puerto Rican name to an Italian one?
They don't look it. People say all the time, you don't look Puerto Rican, you don't look Puerto Rican. But I am.
So you thought you looked Italian?
No, I wanted to become somebody new. I became Paul San Marco.
Why'd you want to become someone new?
I'm not exactly proud of my past.
Who is? Well, that's what the word means, Paul, past.
That might be easy for you to say.
All right,
but...
listen, look. Why'd you start dancing? The parents?
No. The Puerto Ricans know about theater. I mean, now they have Channel 47, but back then they didn't have anything. And my father, he loved movies. He'd take us all the time. He'd work nights and he'd come home and we'd go down to 42nd Street. We'd come out of one movie into another and another movie. I don't know why, but I love musicals.
How old were you?
7 or 8.
On 42nd Street?
Yeah. It's a trip.
Go on.
Well, you see, I had to move down front because I couldn't see. I wear contact lenses now. I moved down front, and these strange men would come sit beside me and play with me. I never said anything before. I guess it didn't matter.
Why didn't you think it mattered? Listen, Paul, if this is too rough for you, I have your picture and resume.
No. Okay, from all those years of watching those movie musicals, I used to dance around the street and I get caught all the time. It was so embarrassing. I was always being Cicheries. Always. I don't really understand why, because I always wanted to be an actor. I always wanted to perform. One day my cousin said to me, "You'll never be an actor." I knew she was saying that to me because I was such a sissy. I mean, I was terribly effeminate. I always knew I was gay. That didn't bother me. What bothered me was that I didn't know how to be a boy. One day, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "You're 14 years old and you're a faggot. What are you going to do with your life?" But then I was in Cardinal Hayes High School. There were 3,000 boys there. I had no protection. No homeroom where I could be charming and funny with the tough guys so they fight my battles for me. I get into small schools. I like school. The grades, they got so bad. Even if I knew the answers to questions, I wouldn't raise my hand because I was afraid they would laugh at me. They even whistle at me down the hallways. It was awful. Just awful. One day I went down to the principal's office and I said, "I'm a homosexual." It was a Catholic high school, and at the age of 15, you just didn't say that. He asked if I'd like to see a psychiatrist. I did. He said, "You seem very well adjusted for your age, and I think you should be at school." So I did. I didn't really want to. I just couldn't take it anymore. See, when I quit school, what I was trying to do was figure out who I was and how to be a man. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who don't know how to be men. Since then, I learned that I am one. Just looking for all the wrong things. Trying to learn how to be butch. I started hanging around 72nd Street, meeting all these really strange people, just trying to make friends that were like me so that I knew what it was that I was. One day, someone said that they were looking for male dancers at the Jewel Box Review. A drag show. So I went down to audition, and from all those years of pretending I was Cicheries, I had this fabulous extension. I mean, I could turn anything. My first audition. When I got there, they said, "You're too short to be a boy. Would you like to be a pony?" I said, "What's that?" "A girl." "What would I have to do?" "Show us your legs." "But I have hair on my legs." "That's okay. Follow us upstairs." So I went with them upstairs, and they hyped up my dungarees and put on a pair of nylon stockings and high heels. It was freaky. Exhilarating. I went back downstairs and they said, "Oh, you have wonderful legs." I said, "Really?" crazy thinking about all that now. It feels like a lifetime ago. Just past 16. Anyway, then there was this thing of me trying to hide it from my parents. Now that was something. Because I had to buy things like shoes to rehearsing, earrings, makeup. I would hide it all and my mother would find it. I told her there was this girl in the show and she didn't want her parents to know what she was doing, so I was holding these things for her. She believed me. I was in show business. Sure, it was the back end of show business, but it was a job. Nothing to brag about. Friends. After a while, it got to be so demeaning. Nobody at the jewel box had any dignity, even they considered themselves freaks. I don't know, I think it was lack of dignity that got to me, so I left. Muddled around for a while, worked as an office boy, a waiter. Without an education, you can't get a good job. So, when the jewel box called asking if I'd come back, I went. By then, we were with the Apollo Theater on 125th Street, doing 4 shows a day with a movement. We were going to go to Chicago, and my parents, they wanted to say goodbye to me, so they would bring my luggage to me after the show. And now, at this point, we were doing an Oriental number, and I looked like anime Wong. I had these 2 great big chrysanthemums on either side of my head, and this huge headdress with gold balls hanging all over it. So it was going on for the finale. Just as I was stepping down the stairs, who should I see sitting next to the stage door? My parents. They got there too early. I freaked. I mean, I didn't know what to do. I thought, I know, I'll just walk quickly past them like all the rest. They'll never know the thing. So I start down the stairs, and just as I'm walking past my mother, I hear her say, "Oh my God. I died." But, oh, what can I do? I had to go on for the finale, right? So I just kept going. After the finale, I went back to my dressing room. After I finished dressing and taking off our makeup, I came back outside and saw them standing amongst all of these. All they said to me was, "Please eat, make sure you write, and take care of yourself." And my father, he turned to the producer and said, "Please take care of my son." See, it was the first time he ever told me that.
Zach, are you ready for them yet?
All right, bring him in.
Okay, kids, here we go. Everybody